Welcome to English with Famous People. Learn English through the lives of inspiring men and women who changed the world. Today, we talk about Alan Rickman, the man with the unforgettable voice who became a legend of film and theater. Alan Rickman was born in 1946 in London, in a small working-class family. He had two brothers and one sister. When Alan was only 8 years old, his father died suddenly. It was a difficult moment for the whole family, and Alan's mother had to raise 4 children on her own. Because of this, Alan learned to be patient and independent at a young age. At school, Alan was a quiet and thoughtful boy. He liked to observe people and listen more than he talked. He also loved art. Drawing and painting were his favorite activities, and teachers often noticed his natural talent. When he grew older, Alan decided to follow this interest and studied graphic design. He first went to the Chelsea College of Art and later continued at the Royal College of Art. During these years, Alan did not think about becoming an actor. Art felt safe and familiar, and it also offered a practical future. But even though his life looked simple from the outside, something inside him was slowly preparing for change. He did not know it yet, but the skills he learned in his early life, patience, discipline, and attention to detail, would one day help him build an extraordinary career. After finishing his studies, Alan Rickman started working as a professional graphic designer. Together with 2 friends, he opened a small design studio called Graffiti. The studio created posters, books, and visual projects for different clients. Alan was good at this job. He was careful, creative, and patient, and many people trusted his style. But even with this success, Alan sometimes felt something was missing. Graphic design was interesting, yet it did not fully express the emotions he carried inside. He enjoyed working with images, but he also wanted to explore storytelling and human behavior more deeply. These feelings slowly grew stronger over the years. When Alan was 26, he made an important decision. He applied to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, known as RADA. It was a big step, especially because most students started much younger. Still, Alan believed he had to try. To his surprise, he was accepted, and he even received several scholarships that helped him pay for his studies. Leaving his stable job and starting again in a completely new field was not easy. But Alan felt that acting opened a door he had always wanted to enter. It was the beginning of a new chapter, full of uncertainty, but also full of possibility. Studying at RADA gave Alan Rickman a completely new world to explore. After graduating, he began working mainly in theater. The start was not easy. For many years, he accepted small roles, learned from experienced actors, and spent long hours practicing his voice and movement. Alan was not someone who looked for fast success. He preferred slow, careful work, and this approach slowly shaped his unique style. Through the 1970s and early 1980s, Alan became a respected actor on the British stage. His deep voice, calm presence, and precise way of speaking made him different from others. Still, he was not famous yet. His real breakthrough came with the play Les Liaisons Dangereuses. Alan played the role of Vicomte de Valmont, a charming but dangerous character. The play first succeeded in London and later moved to Broadway in New York. Alan's performance impressed both audiences and critics. He was nominated for a Tony Award, one of the highest theater honors. More importantly, his role caught the attention of film producers from Hollywood. They saw something powerful in him, something that could work perfectly on screen. Alan was already over 40, but his biggest opportunity was finally coming. Alan Rickman entered Hollywood later than most actors. His first major film role came when he was 41 years old. He was cast as Hans Gruber, the intelligent and elegant villain in the action film Die Hard, 1988. Although it was his very first movie, Alan delivered a performance that immediately made him famous. His calm voice, controlled expressions, and subtle humor created one of the most memorable villains in cinema history. After Die Hard, Alan began receiving many new offers. He played the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, a role that won him a BAFTA award. He appeared in romantic dramas like Sense and Sensibility and comedies such as Galaxy Quest. His versatility surprised many people. He could be serious, funny, or frightening, always with the same precision and elegance. In 2001, Alan accepted a role that would define him for an entire generation: Professor Severus Snape in the Harry Potter films. His mysterious presence and unique voice perfectly matched the character. Alan played Snape in all 8 films, from 2001 to 2011. Even though he was already an established actor, the role brought him worldwide recognition and deep respect from fans and colleagues. Despite his fame, Alan stayed humble and focused on the craft. He believed that every role, big or small, deserved full attention and honesty. In his later years, Alan Rickman continued to work in both film and theater. He directed several projects, acted in independent movies, and supported young artists. People who worked with him often described him as generous, calm, and deeply thoughtful. Even after becoming an international star, Alan preferred a quiet life away from the spotlight. In 2015, Alan was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Only his closest family and friends knew about his illness. He chose to keep it private and continued to work as long as he could. In January 2016, Alan Rickman passed away at the age of 69. His death shocked the public, because most people did not know he had been fighting such a serious disease. After his passing, tributes came from all over the world. Fellow actors, directors, and fans shared memories of his kindness, humor, and professionalism. Many people spoke about the impact of his performances, from the complex Severus Snape to the unforgettable Hans Gruber. His deep voice and elegant style became a symbol of quality and dedication. Alan's legacy lives on through his films, his theater work, and the inspiration he gave to countless artists. His life shows that success can come at any age, and that patience and hard work can lead to extraordinary achievements. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more English stories about famous people and keep improving your English every day.